Righto, tell you there champs. Now when I saw the specs of this Razer Blade 14, I got excited, and I was not the only one.
It's going crazy. Oh my goodness.
He was excited too. Yeah, nah, that's how we do it in Australia. Golden girl. Now, if you don't know the specs of this, listen to this. Ryzen 4900HX 8-core processor, Wolf. This is a 14-inch laptop. What do you think the GPU in here is? Well, it's only a 100-watt RTX 3080 16GB. I mean, wow, that is just nuts in a 14-inch package. And I actually do have another 14-inch powerhouse here. This is the G14, and if you really want a comparison between these two 14-inch laptops, let me know. I'll just put that there, just straight off the deck. This has 165 Hz, that's 120 Hz. They're both 1440p. You can get 140 with the 1080p monitor. This one here, you can actually get G-Sync. This one you can't, but this only has an 80 watt 3060. So this one here, 3080, right? 100 watts. So yeah, that will tell you the difference right there. Also, there is a difference between the processors. This one here has the HS, which is the 35 watt lower wattage, and this has the HX, sort of like the overclockable, supposed overclockable Ryzen. So yeah, this is going to be more powerful. There's no doubt the Razer will be more powerful. So I've got to say, I do really love this laptop, and I've got a confession to make. Last, say, 6 months since I sold my XPS 15 and MacBook Pro 16, I have been doing my video editing on an 8GB M1 MacBook Pro. No jokes, alright? Honestly, it's actually amazing what you can do on that machine. But I gave that to my girlfriend because I bought an XPS 15. And if you don't know, I had troubles with the XPS 15. I wasn't getting the output speeds I wanted in Premiere Pro. It wasn't, you know, playing back my content. And that's to do with Adobe. They have updated now, so it's not so much of an issue. But because of that, the last month, I've been using this exclusively for everything. Video editing, my gaming, not all my gaming, my mobile gaming should I say, and for just general web surfing, running my YouTube, etc. This is an amazing laptop and I really do love it. Build quality is superb. I love the build quality of these and their MacBook Pro quality or XPS quality. These are pretty much the only gaming laptop that have that sort of quality of design in my opinion. I do like the white one better because this is a bit fingerprinty and I just prefer white anyway. The Mercury white, I don't think you can get that in this, but they do have a Mercury white with most of their products. But it is the only sort of gaming laptop that is that XPS MacBook Pro sort of quality in design. This display, although I wish it was 16:10, that would make this almost perfect and almost an instant buy if this was 16:10. And to be honest, if I could get a deal on it, because it is expensive, I'll leave the prices in the description. But to be perfect, I reckon a 16:10 would be amazing. You know, let's get rid of that space there, make it more screen, be absolutely perfect. And that's pretty much the only criticism of this laptop. The display is really good, 340 nits of brightness, nearly 100% P3 like 98 and 100% sRGB. So this is a creator's dream and it's excellent for that. And of course it's 165 Hz as well, 1440p. Wolf. That is what you want. And I guess in some respects it is better to be 16:9 for gaming because, you know, a lot of games don't support, you know, 16:10. They crop or stretch or they just don't support it at all. So yeah, it is a gaming laptop after all. Performance is out of this world. Nothing comes close to this in the 14-inch realm. It actually outputs the same sort of wattage that a lot of 15-inch laptops do. It can do around 150 CPU and GPU together, which is what you would expect out of a, you know, that would be the benchmark of a 15-inch laptop. So this is going to give you the performance of most 15-inch laptops, but being a 14-inch sort of portable package there. The battery life is really good too. I was able to get, you know, 10 hours at 60 Hz. It was really good for just general use. And now, of course, you put it 165 Hz and start pushing it. Yeah, the battery life is going to, you know, it's going to suck the juices. The battery life isn't going to be that great. But if you're just using it for general web surfing, that office stuff, you know, productivity and that, yeah, you'll get your 10 hours out of this. A gaming laptop, amazing. Heat and noise, very quiet for this. You know, you can control the fans in the Razer software. So, you know, for a gaming laptop, it doesn't blow your ears out. Heat is not really an issue either. It does have a vapor chamber inside and it does a really good job for the package. It did reach 100 degrees when I was pushing the CPU once, but that was sort of like a fan curve thing. Other than that, you're not going to be hitting thermal limits. Speakers are good, trackpad amazing, keyboard really nice. It is just an overall awesome package. Of course, being an AMD, you don't get Thunderbolt, but you do get USB-C on the left and the USB Type-A. On the right, another USB Type-C, USB Type-A, and HDMI 2.1. That's what I'm talking about. So I've got to say, I really love this thing. I've been using it for the best part of the month, and I would have no hesitations buying this for myself. You know, I wish it was 16 by 10, then it'll be absolutely perfect. But, you know, if you can pick this up on a deal, you know, go and get one. You're going to love this thing. And even at full price, I think it's worth it. There's nothing like this that can, you know, output this sort of power in this sort of package. You know, RTX 3080, there's nothing like that. So for portable 14-inch, nothing touches this really in terms of performance. And I guess that's worth something, and it's worth paying a little bit extra for the Razer for that. That's what I think of this thing. I've been using it, I've been loving it, and I'm going to be sad to actually return it. So anyway, catch you in the next one. Tally ho. So let's get into the hardcore thermal test and see how this performs. Make sure you sub up for the full review, and you can see for yourself how much wattage it's outputting, the temperatures we get. First, I'm just going to run Cinebench on that CPU, slam that CPU 100%. Then I'm going to slam the GPU 100%. This is individually, CPU first, then GPU, then I'll slam them both together. And as you'll see, it did reach 100 once, but that was a fan curve sort of thing. It was like quiet, and the fans didn't kick on until it got really hot, which I really like that. You'll see on hardware info, I didn't see any throttle in there, and the amount of wattage you're getting on CPU and GPU, you can see there, big wattage for a 14-inch, right? And also we're getting around that sort of 150 watts total CPU and GPU together, which is really good in a 14-inch package. That's more like what I get with a normal 15-inch. So check it out for yourself. Stay tuned for more on this. I'll catch you in the next one. Tally ho.